Good morning, everybody. There goes my ride from Springer Mountain. My son and my wife and my granddaughter saw me off this morning at 6:22, and I'll get that light where it's not. 6:22, and I'm headed off from Springer Mountain parking lot. So it's been a good send-off. I had a lot of folks, a lot of friends, as you saw the last few days up here with me. And now I'm on my own. It's before daylight, obviously. And I've got 16 miles to go today. Third trip up here. This go round. We came up when we first got here to make sure the road was clear after that ice storm. And then of course we hiked up here and had to get a ride back down, and now he brought me up this morning. This is actually probably about my fourth time to hike this section of the trail. All right, I'll give you some more as it gets daylight. I'm looking at a slither of a moon coming up right through there. I don't know if you can see that or not. That's just moon's coming up in the east. The Lord protect me on this trip and help me hear and see and learn what you want to teach me. Thank you for how you bless me and allow me to be out here. Protect my family while I'm gone and all those that I love. Thank you. Amen. Okay, finally breaking daylight, and I am got the light off, and this is Sto Creek Shelter. First shelter you come to. I don't hear anybody. Doesn't look like anybody's here. They may have already, if there was somebody here, they may have already headed out. But let me check my time. (7:10). I spent the night at Sto Creek back in 2022 when I was training. Now there's a white blaze. I'm going the right way. What I remember, this trail follows along this creek for a while, and then you start climbing a little bit. 7:26, hiking along this old road bed along Sto Creek. It's pretty easy hiking through here. See a lot of debris down probably from that ice that we had a few weeks ago. Stay on this road for a ways, I think. And what I remember, I couldn't get on the other side of the creek. It's a waterfall up here. It's pretty nice hiking. I enjoy it through here. It's easy. I have to still watch my ankles. Just first day, first videos of being really out now on my own through hiking. Wanted to just kind of explain a little bit more if I can. It's hard to put your feelings into words about through hiking. You know, when I came off the trail, I finished in 2023 on the AT. I went home. I didn't have a whole lot going on with my business. I had to get back in the routine of things, and I was really I don't know what it's called. I guess similar to postpartum. I even hate to use that analogy. That's probably not fair to any lady who's had a baby. So I don't really, but just when you come off the trail and you've been doing that for so long, you really go through some depression. And I went through it pretty severely. I didn't talk about it much, but it was definitely something that I went through. And then in 24, I said, I got to get back on trail. I went to the PCT and hiked that 1,000 miles and was really left the trail defeated, and didn't talk about it again because I had hurt my feet. Didn't hike in 25. So now here it is, February the 14th, 26, and I'm trying to, feed that emotion that I had on the AT. That's all I can really say, other than there's a need or desire, deep burning desire to be back out here. And actually, of all the times I've hiked, this is probably business-wise the worst time for me to take off and go on a through hike. Because my business is right in the middle of some stuff that I should be at home working on. And I thought I would be in better shape with that before I left, but things don't happen like you plan ever. So I went on with the through hike with the intention of knowing that if I have to go home, I have to go home and take care of business and then come back. I don't plan to quit. It may change my plans a little bit. And so I'm keeping that option open all the time as I hike. That if things get bad, I'll have to get a ride to an airport and fly home. At home, I'd hope that doesn't happen. I hope we can keep on. I've got subcontractors that work for me, so they're all great guys, and they work hard, and they're in it for the long haul too. So I hope that this all goes well. Anyway, I wanted to put that out here on my first day videos, just in case it does happen that I have to leave. But that's an option that I will have to take, even though I don't want to. And why I'm out here anyway. I'm out here because there's incredible desire to be back on the trail. And I love the AT. I've always loved the AT all my life. And I don't know how many through hikes I got left. So if this is it, if this is my last through hike, I will be happy if I did the AT again and be done. If I'm in good shape, business-wise and physically, then I will consider finishing the PCT or doing it again, and then on to the CDT. But that's not even something I'm really thinking about at this point. I just want to hike right now, and I want to hike on the AT. All right, I just want to get that on video, get that out there for everybody to hear and know what my plan is with all this. A lot of folks back home support me. A lot of people not at home support me. And I appreciate the support. I love you guys. And I appreciate how you understand. Not everybody understands, but I appreciate how so many of you do understand this burning desire to be out here. And I love it. I really love it. This is something I love. There was the group that was with me this weekend are some of my closest friends, and I love them to death too, and I appreciate their support. And those of you back home that couldn't come for whatever reason, I love you too. All right, let me hike some. Making pretty good time. About 2.5 an hour right now. Pretty easy hiking. We'll see how this goes. I gotta beat the rain's coming, 100% chance of rain tomorrow. So I'm gonna get to a shelter tonight. I'm planning to get to Gooch Mountain Shelter, and then my plan is to go to a woody gap after that, which is only 5 miles, and tomorrow, which is going to be raining, and then go to Above the Clouds hostel, and then slack pack the next day over Blood Mountain. That's my plan. Think it's doable, easily doable. Just need to make good time today because it's first 16-mile day, so got to keep rolling. No long breaks. You don't want to overdo it because the last thing I want to do, like I did on the PCT, I did 2 19-mile days right off the start in tough terrain and snow. Probably should have backed that off a little bit on my first days out. All right, here's the bridge crossing the Sto Creek. Not many bridges after you get out of the south. You wade those creeks up north. They don't. I don't know why they don't build bridges up there, but there's not a whole lot of them. You can see how easy this is. It's a whole roadbed. Pretty nice. By the way, the temperature this morning is around 30. It was actually 27 in Amicalola, but the truck thermometer showed it being about 30. It was in the low 30s when it started, and I started in shorts. It's easy to start in shorts when you get out of a vehicle and you're warm and you start hiking immediately. You're not camping and cold from the night, so I haven't been cold. My hands are a little cold. I've got on these running gloves, and I got on my puffy, of course, but I don't have any base layer, any mid layer. All I got on is this puffy, my trusty toboggan, and these running gloves, which are very thin. I do have another pair of gloves to put on over these if hands get too cold. And right now, my right hand that's holding this camera is the only thing to me is a little cold. But the sun's going to eventually get over the mountains. I'm down in this valley, and I will warm up quickly. All right, I'll give you more as I see it. Check this out. That's pretty cool. One day it's gonna fall. People are going down there and getting in that hole. I got about 6.5 miles down. Feeling pretty good. Couple of climbs over with. Still got a long way to go today, but feeling good. And today's probably the biggest day I'll have, really, in several days. And I really didn't plan to go as far as I'm going today originally because it's going to be raining tonight. It says 100% chance of 1 a.m. tonight. 1 inch. We don't 1 inch rain all day tomorrow. So most likely I'm going to hike in the rain in the morning. But I'm going to push it as far as I can today to a shelter so I can camp in a shelter and not in my tent. And then I'll only have 5 tomorrow to Woody Gap. And then they'll pick me up from Above the Clouds and I can get dried out, slack pack the next day. Looking forward to being Above the Clouds again. I was there first time in 23. One of the best hostels on the AT by far. There's some cruddy ones, there's some good ones, and then there's some really good ones, and it's one of the really good ones. They do a good job. Free shuttles, fix your breakfast. They have you got all kinds of facilities there at their hostel. You stay in the group side, or you can get it. You can get a private room. It's pretty nice. Gooch Mountain Shelter down there. So I got to make it to the next shelter. That's Gooch Mountain down in there. I think I stopped there one time, ate lunch years ago. Keep on trucking. It's kind of clouded up some. I guess it's going to be cloudy today. I thought I was going to get some sunshine. Looks like that's not going to happen. I've had to go around a good bit of debris. It's not like big blowdowns. It's just whatever could have held some ice, held it, and it fell. A lot of limbs, small limbs. You can see stuff had fallen, but every now and then occasional cedar or pine fell over. You have to kind of work your way around. Nothing drastic. Just almost a little bit of a nuisance, but not too terribly bad. You can see it's cold here still ice. The trail has been frozen all morning. That's probably been frozen since a really bad cold spell with when they had the ice up here. But this is still hard. Not much thawed out this morning yet, which is good. I like it that way, and not muddy, not slippery. Coming down to, I think this is High Tower Gap. First road crossing today. I think that's what this is coming down to. I'm going by memory. And then there'll be a climb on the other side if I think that's right. Hey, I just met Special J, who's through hiking the AT. She is already through hiked the PCT. Good to meet Special J. On your first day, got a pretty good climb out of that last High Tower Gap. But Special J is already got the whole PCT under her belt. Just getting started on the AT now. Almost 8 miles in. Been hiking 3 hours and 20 minutes. Pretty good time. I did stop and talk to her a while because I had seen her at Amicalola at the breakfast buffet. I guess that was yesterday morning. Yep, yesterday morning. And she got a ride up to Springer and started yesterday. All right, I'm gonna keep rolling here. Sun did come out. Hey, Mr. Sun, good to see you. And the wind's gotten picked up a little bit. The temperature really hadn't got that much warmer. Just got through that big first climb over High Tower though, so that feels good. All right, I'll give you more later. I made it to Cooper Gap. This is where I stopped my first day last year. In 23, I got to quit saying last year. It's been 3 years. And I'm an hour and a half ahead. So I made really good time to here. It's 11:09. I got here at 12:30. But this is as far as I went. In 23, I got picked up here and was taken into above the clouds. So I got to go a little further today to the next shelter. There's some people here, a lot of people here in cars. I don't know if they're hikers or not. This is Tripper and Slipper. We are here at Cooper Gap, and they're doing trail magic. My first trail magic. Thank you.
10-year anniversary.
Their 10-year anniversary of the through hike of the AT. I'm glad to be here. with y'all. Thank you for
Yes, sir.
I got a
Yes,
donut.
sir.
I got Gatorade, and of course I got another. Tell me who we got over there.
Trail name.
Wandering Eye.
Wandering Eye.
Wandering Eye.
Wandering Eye.
1984 I hiked.
Oh wow, wow. So what anniversary would this be for you?
42.
42.
Boom, boom.
Wow.
And my wife is coming off of Hawk coming down here. She's going through hike.
Skydiver.
Yeah, wow.
Skydiver, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, great trail magic. Great trail magic. That was incredible. Sat in a chair. Was able to eat my lunch there, sitting in a chair. You know how hard it is to find a place to sit when you're hiking out here that's comfortable with a back. That's incredible. I really appreciate them and taking the time to do it. All right, look at here, the ice still left over. Look, there's a bunch of it down there. Good bit of ice still on the ground. Beautiful country. You know, it's not incredible views yet. Spring is probably the best view, but it's just awesome to be out here enjoying this. Not anything like hiking through Shenandoah or the White Mountains or anything like that, but it's still got its beauty, North Georgia beauty. They said there was a bunch of people at Hawk Mountain, that they got word that there was a bunch in the Hawk Mountain Shelter, but I must have got by there before they got up and got out. That shelter's a little ways off the trail. I haven't seen anybody but my one through hiker. I don't know where these folks are. Why they must be don't get up early, huh? I was up early this morning. My wife got up at 4 to cook breakfast, and I was up at 4:30, and we were gone by a little after 5. I mean, you know my start time was 6:20, so it takes that long to get up to Springer from Amicalola. It is a long, slow drive on mountain roads. I don't know how much further I got to go. I've gone up 2,685 feet right now, and I've gone down 3,000. So still, I figured that I had about a 3,000 day elevation day and about 17 miles. Gonna keep rolling. Talk to you later. Okay, trying to document. I think I told on the AT everybody that I fell once a day, averaged about once a day. I'd go a couple of days and I'd fall, and then a couple of days and I'd fall 2 or 3 times. First day, one fall already. So, nothing's hurt, I don't think. Foot caught a root. I mean, I really wasn't a bad section. It was kind of flat, and there was just a little bit of decline. And I don't know. My foot caught a root. I didn't see it, but scuffed my hands when I caught myself. Hit my leg, my shin on something, either the rock or pole, and I see brand new screensaver on his phone is now cracked. So first day, cracked my phone too. I was thinking earlier this morning when I was walking fast, and maybe I can go more days without falls. Change that average. So far, I'm on average. I don't even really know how. I just toe caught the root. It didn't let go. I actually pulled my foot to the side and it clipped my other leg. Boom! There I went down. Wasn't any stopping it. I'm fine. I'm not hurt. That's good. All right, just trying to document it. This may go in the video. It may not. Just meeting all kinds of nice and kind people. You know, the trail is just a different place to be. Earlier at a water crossing, I met Reset. Reset is a nice lady who's a trail runner, and she was taking a break at the water, and she's also a section hiker. Very kind, very nice. We had a good conversation with her. And then just past Grateful, who's a section hiker as well. And Grateful just found out she's got I don't know what the disease is called, but it's when you can't eat red meat because you've been bitten by the tick. I don't know which tick it is too that carries it, but it makes you you're allergic to red meat. So she just gave me a whole bunch of what's it called, brand, the beef jerky, Jack Links, I think that's the brand. She just gave me a whole package of that. I think she had planned to bring it in, and she found out a week ago that she's got that disease. But so I've had some more trail magic. That's pretty crazy. First day, there was actually 2 different guys doing trail magic at Cooper, and one gave me Gatorade, and the other gave me a donut and let me sit in the chair and took my trash. And then she asked me if I was a thru hiker when I caught up to her, and she's just sectioning her husband's up here to pick her up. She gave me that. She said, I wanted to save it and give it to a thru hiker. She pulled it out of her pack and gave it to me. It's fun being out here. It's a different world, just totally different than anything else, really. I love it. Well, I'm too fast for my own good. It's 1 o'clock. I'm at 15.8 miles at the Gooch Mountain Shelter. This is where I plan to stop for the day. And I am tired. I have been walking fast and hitting the section pretty good. All right, I'm at Gooch Mountain Shelter. Guess I'm gonna stay here and hang out the rest of the day, and then make it on into Woody Gap in the morning. Hopefully I stay dry in here. Looks pretty good. The shelter's clean and it doesn't look too bad. Got 15 miles and 3,000 elevation gain today. Not bad. Guess I'm stopping here.